Hey trader, sorry, this is really hard for me. So I voted for President Trump, and even though I support his decisions, I really do think he is trying to put America first for the first time in a very long time. It personally cost me $4,182 of loss, and I can prove it by showing you my data. I will provide all of the timestamps for your convenience if you wanted to look directly at my futures trading account dashboard and the results. I expected to have turbulence in the stock market. I mean, ever since he took presidency in January, we've seen the stock market perform like a roller coaster and lots of downs, more downs than ups, I would say, because, I scalp trade, so I look at the market every day. And I've been carefully trying to grow both of accounts, my futures trading account and, my regular stock trading account. My futures account went out of whack on April 4th. I think in the past two trading days of April 3rd and April 4th, there was about $1 trillion of loss. Now it's Monday, April 7th. It's about $9 million of trading loss. It's just hard with these tariffs, the effects that they have on the market. I didn't expect to have such a turbulent market. And to be honest, I'm going to show you how exactly it impacted my personal futures trading account that I've been so carefully growing since December. Now, this is just my futures account. I am not going to show, the stock trading account. You could take a look at that. I'll put it down below where my results are every single month because as a scalp trader, I know how to trade, whether or not it goes up and down, because I just hold my positions within a few minutes and I'm in and out. And I prefer not to hold my stocks overnight just because, like this, like from April 3rd to the 4th, on the 4th, I literally lost thousands of dollars in one day. And my Tasty Trade futures account had $7,000 put into it. Now, I just want to show you proof that I did actually vote for Donald Trump. This video has nothing to do with politics. Please don't give me hate comments down below. Why did I vote for him? I did what I thought was right. Like each of you have your own responsibility to look at news stations that don't lie to you. And I'm just going to keep it. I'm not going to say anything more on that. But here's my proof that I actually did vote for him. This is on election day, and you can see like the voting booths in the background if you look closely. So take a look right here. I just voted. I just voted to make America great again. All right, so please don't give me some hate messages down below. Do I regret voting for President Donald Trump? I hope that I do not regret voting for him. This is my first time that I've ever voted for him, and it cost me thousands of dollars. Here's what I was prepared for when I voted for him and I knew about the tariffs beforehand. So this is what I expected. Well, what did I expect from the tariffs? Well, I knew that things like furniture are going to increase in prices. So I knew I might have to pay more for big ticket items because of the tariffs, and everything's being shipped from China and other places where factory workers cost a lot less than here in the great USA. I also suspected higher pet supply prices. I also expected food prices to increase even further than what they currently are due to inflation. What I didn't expect is for the VIX to reach over 40, which caused the markets to react the way they did, and I had direct negative effects on my futures trading account. And I think anybody that was really in options trading, that they felt the hurt. It's an insane amount of money that we all lost because of these trade wars. And I honestly think he's trying to do the right thing by putting America first, but did we realize that we're crashing the stock market, that all of these effects would happen? Weren't these part of the considerations, like how it affects everyday people? I'm not going to even begin to tell you how much money I lost in my, retirement account and my regular trading account. Tens of thousands. But I'm not going to mention that here because that will recover. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it will eventually recover. So I'm not blaming Donald Trump for that. I mean, I can probably blame him for that as well because it fell on Friday because of, the Chinese retaliation on, our tariffs and then fighting back with extra tariffs. And it's a lot to handle. And it's been really, really, really hard on me. And if you're struggling as well, I'm here for you too. I think we're all in it together. There's a lot of people that lost a lot of money. And if you're one of them, I'm so sorry. And I truly hope that, you get to recover your account. I know for me personally, I'm out. I'm done trading futures forever. Like, I lost money, and I'm going to show you my account to see exactly how much I lost in just Friday alone and today, Monday. And I mean, literally, like, it makes me want to cry, makes me want to vomit. Like, it was just an overwhelming feeling of loss and disappointment because I've been working so hard and to just see it deplete is disheartening, right? From all the time and effort and energy that you put into growing your trading account, and you feel like a failure. Like, what did I do wrong here? But let me encourage you and let you know that you are not your account. I am not my futures trading account. I am not the number that shows in front of my screen. Like, we are so much more than that. So, okay, I'm gonna pause this, come right back, and show you my results. Over the past 2 trading days on April 4th, Tasty Trade automatically closed out my positions due to like a margin call, and it literally lost me $2,700 plus some. And then today I had to close out one of my trades, even though it had at least 10 days till expiration, but it was because I didn't have enough like stock buying power. And when I called Tasty Trade customer service, they're like, well, it's risky for us to have it open. I said, well, it's risky because you closed out my positions that weren't going to expire yet, and you closed them out on Friday, which caused me a deficit in my entire trading account. So it's like, if you guys didn't close out those positions, I wouldn't be in this situation of losing thousands of dollars. And then it showed that I didn't have options buying power. Anyways, the whole thing is so outrageous and so ridiculous. And I didn't even know that stuff even happened because, I'm a new stock trader, and you can see all of my results. I'll link that below if you want to follow along the journey with me. And, I always try to be super careful with my money. Even when I did the options bot trader, I tested it out on the paper account first. Then I did 4 live trades and I lost $250 on this Tasty Trade account. And I legit canceled it. I was like, no, $250 out is clearly not working, right? And now looking at this account that I have spent so much money so much time, so much energy into trying to create it, and to see it just dwindle away over 2 days because of, tariff retaliation. It makes me so sad. And I mean, the first day that I figured out what was happening, which was Friday late in the evening, I got so sick to my stomach. I wanted to like vomit. And the whole weekend was like that. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, I was trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? How do I exit these trades? How do I prevent from further losses? It's just been really rough. So, I closed out the trade on Monday. Unfortunately, I didn't want to, but, after talking to the Tasty Trade customer support, like, I had to, or put more money in, and there's no way in hell I'm going to put more money to create a bigger loss just because of these margin calls. And, being a long-term investor where I buy and hold stocks forever unless I need to sell them, and now scalp trading, it's like, I know what I'm getting in, right? I know my purchase price, my entry price, and my exit price. And it's simple. Futures trading is not like that. And therefore, it's not for me. Okay, I'm a very simple person. I'm here to make a profit. I don't understand these margin calls and how Tasty Trade just wants to close out my positions when they're not even, due to close. I'm just baffled on all of it, and I'm not going to put myself in a position to get another loss like this. So I just want to show you what my account looked like prior to Friday, April 4th. Okay, so right here you can see on April 2nd, I had $7,237. And I deposited $7,000 of my own money. Why it's this low? I mean, I think 1 month I had like a negative $250 because of the, options bot trader. So I had $7,237 April 2nd. And then look at it depleting. April 3rd. April 4th was when I figured out what was happening, and it was at nighttime because, to be honest, I only trade once a week on the futures, and I don't check it every day. I check my scalp trading account because, I'm in and out, and I check that overnight, pre-market, check all the news, etc. And look what happened. So from 7,200, April 4th, it dropped to $2,800, and Monday just, went down, and it recovered slightly. And right now my account net liquid value is $2,747, it says on top over here. And oh my gosh, I'm just like, I would have had more money by just keeping it in a bank account than all of these weeks, all of these months trading. I would have, if I had done nothing with my money, I would have had more money than I do tonight. I'm so disappointed in this whole thing, and that's why I'm quitting futures trading, never doing it again. I wish everybody great luck in your futures trading if you are profitable. I can't take another hit like this because, I'm trading with savings, right? And you should never trade with money you're not willing to lose. And let's be honest here. Nobody wants to lose any of their money. So when you hear that, it's like, okay, do I need it to pay the bills right this moment? No, but I needed it to grow because I'm depending on it, right? I was a former K-12 teacher, and I left that field, entered into real estate, and the real estate market is horrible. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do active trading because I was a long-term investor, and look what happened. Or after all of this said and done, do I regret voting for President Donald Trump? No, but I certainly hope that it doesn't come to me regretting voting for him. Yes, I have lost some money, but you know, it's going to get better. At least I hope so, because if it gets worse, I don't know what we're all going to do. Inflation is still high, prices are still high on everything. And even if he does get companies coming to America and building their factories, they're going to hold off. I mean, I have, I live on an island in the South, and we had to sign up for a new Harris Teeter, which is a grocery store being built on the island. It's been years. The ground hasn't even been broken. Okay. So even if these companies say that they're coming, they're probably gonna just wait like 3, 4 years and maybe change their minds, or you won't see that fulfilled because these factories take a long time to build. And they're probably just waiting for the next president in line, whoever that might be, and they're not taking it serious. They're just making false promises. We don't know what's going to really happen, but I do know for certain that it takes a really long time to build these plantations and, manufacturing plants because it doesn't happen within a year. We have permits being pulled, the town approval, the district, all this other stuff that goes behind the scenes. It's wrong for other countries to take advantage of us, but what if we don't charge tariffs or they don't charge tariffs? What if it's just an open, free trade? I mean, how wrong could that be? 0% on both sides. It's a free market. I mean, why do we have to charge anything, to be honest, on top of the price of a product? Make it easier for all humans to buy what they need because it's hard on all of us. Doesn't matter what country you're in. This is a new channel, by the way, and if you'd like to see, trades and stock research, then I'd love for you to subscribe below so you can become a part of this new community. But if not, thank you so much for watching until the end. Let me know, what your thoughts are on futures trading, and I really do wish you the best in all of your trades moving forward. I know for me, this is not a loss I can recover from because I'm literally stepping away from futures forever. I'm not going to return back to futures trading. I just can't take it. I can't take the loss. Please make sure to check out all of the links I have provided for you down below. I hope to connect with you soon, and in the meanwhile, check out this video next.